don't care if y'all not gonna clap. I don't care.
They're doing it by the beach.
All right. Y'all like, how do we transition from comedy after that awesome worship? Y'all, I'm sitting there like, okay, Lord, we really got comedy after that? I can sit in that for a little while. Y'all like, wow, look at his hair. Some of y'all like, it's a black guy. And now some of y'all nervous because I said black guy. I don't know if y'all heard it, but truly, God opened this up with John, and John said one thing, God declares unity. So I'm like, I can say it because I'm in here with my brothers and sisters. Okay, all right. Y'all like, tell some jokes. So I am Jason Earls, and I'm here to tell some jokes, but it's always weird. Just because, a round of applause if this is your first event since COVID. Okay, so y'all not used to a comedy show. Okay, so if I tell a joke and it's funny, please feel free to laugh out loud. Okay, I know, even if you have a mask on. I like, masks have, you know, they've changed society. But I tell people, listen, don't hate the mask. If you have pretty eyes and an ugly face, this is your season. I'm just telling you right now. For such a time as this, God has ordained COVID for you. Woo-hoo-hoo. Listen, if you've got a group of friends that you still hang around with, but now that masks are here, they want to be around you, the Lord is telling you your breath stinks. I was talking to a guy early on, and I said, hey, you know, he was putting up a fuss at our church that he had to wear a mask. Like, man, I don't like wearing masks. I can't stand. I'm like, okay, dude, relax. Why don't you like wearing masks? Don't matter to me, but just tell me, why don't you like masks? He said, I don't like masks because everyone I wear stinks. Did you smell them before you put them on, brother? So yeah, so it's good to be here, to be able to tell jokes and to be, you know, I'll be with you all, you know, for the next few days. So, you know, y'all get to know a lot about me because I tell a lot of stories about my family. I am married. My wife and I just celebrated 20 years. Whoop, whoop. And God has blessed our marriage with 6 kids. Notice how the applaud clap went down. I mean, man, it went down about 80%. It was only 3 people like, whoop, whoop. The rest of y'all like, oh, he's nasty. He is disgusting. I love my kids, man. Their names are Aaron, Alexandria, Alicia, Andrew, Akeem, and Anaya. That's my first time making straight A's. We're not going to explain the jokes tonight, y'all. I just don't. And it's amazing. So, you know, I know y'all want to see a picture of my kids. I brought a picture. Check them out. Boom. Yeah. Oh. Now you want to clap now. Now you want to clap. That's them. And this is an older picture, obviously, because of my hair. But I like showing this picture all over the world. When I travel internationally, if I'm going to a village that doesn't have Wi-Fi, I make sure I print this out because I want to show people, the world, this picture. Because it's a symbol of my family. See how everybody's clean and neat? My wife consistently helps us in that department. And she's always sacrificing herself. I'm here for 3 days. And she's at home with 6 kids, 4 teenagers, John. And she's like, you go, do what God's called you to do. And so I'm like, yes, see this? I got to shout my wife out. And she sacrificed herself for this picture. She's actually in the back holding the baby. Yeah, see, because I know all y'all event planners, attention to details. Y'all like, look at that baby. Wow. How's that baby standing up like that? Wow. She's got a strong right arm, man. Is she a softball pitcher? Is she an arm wrestler? that's pretty awesome. That's an older picture, but then I was like, I need to find an updated picture, so I found this one. Boom, here you go. Yep. And see the baby, she is gangster. She will cut you, boy. She's like, you better laugh at my daddy jokes. And subscribe to his YouTube page. Yes. But then my kids like, Dad, you know we're older than that. So last year, our first COVID Easter, everybody got dressed on their own. It's like, hey, we're going to do church. And everybody got dressed. And we went outside our house and took this picture. Check it out. Boom. That's them now. Woo-hoo. Yes. And see, God changed the gangster into a smiler. Look at that now. Look at God is good. So, man, my kids are cute, but they're also embarrassing. My daughter had a kindergarten graduation. First of all, I don't understand why they have kindergarten graduations. It's like you can count to 100, can read a little bit, so tell your parents to send in $162 for a cap and gown. That is a gimmick and a fundraiser. I know a hustle when I see one. Hey, well, how are we celebrating this? You're supposed to graduate from kindergarten. Ladies, that's like giving your husband a prize for peeing in the pot. Some of y'all like, he needs a prize. So we got to the graduation, y'all, and my daughter's so cute. I was crying. My wife said, calm down. It's just rehearsal. And any grandparents in the house? Grandparents, make some noise. You all are ridiculous spoilers of these children. No, shut up. My parents bought 2 round-trip first-class tickets for the kindergarten graduation. I'm like, way to set the bar low, Grandma. That is ridiculous. And my daughter got up for her speech, y'all. I was so excited. She said, my name is Alicia Earls, and when I grow up, I want to be on The Biggest Loser. I have failed you as a father. I want to give a shout out to, to John Egan again, man. Round of applause for him and the band. It's just, did y'all not hear this dude's heart while he was singing and talking to us, encouraging us to declare in the midst of all that's going on, you still declare that God is good? I was like, man, this dude is amazing. And I kept looking at him saying, man, he looks familiar. Then it hit me. I was like, Jesus is leading praise and worship. No wonder it's so good. Okay. Y'all can put that down now. So I got these 6 amazing kids, man. And it's my wife and I, we love our kids. My favorite thing to do with my daughters is playing Barbie dolls. I know some of y'all dudes think I'm weird. No, listen. I studied childhood development, and I realized when I was in college on this project that you discover more about children when they play. You know, I'm a church kid. My dad's a pastor. My granddad's a pastor. My uncles, all of my uncles are pastors. Even my dog is a pastor. We call him the Reverend Jermon Shepherd. And his best friend's name is Bernard. I'm not explaining that one either, y'all. I'm just, come on, we gonna warm up. We still warming up. We're still warming y'all up. So, my kids, when I was growing up in church, we had to sit still because, church was serious back then. Anybody remember that? This was before they invented children's church. All we had was a 3-minute story in the middle of church service. My granddad would get up like, good morning, little children. Well, all the little children come forward, and I don't care how old you were. If you still lived at home, you didn't have your own mortgage, you had to come down for this children's story time. You could be 25 years old, just defended your dissertation, but because you still lived at home, you had to come down holding your little baby cousin's hand. and sit crisscross applesauce in the middle of the church. And my granddad would tell this story. Imagine hearing this story at the age of 4. My granddad would say, do you know that God wants your heart? I say, do you know that God wants your heart? He wants your mama's heart. He wants your daddy's heart. He wants your brother and your sister's heart. After all, he's got the whole world in his hand. And do you know what happens if you don't give God your heart? If you don't give God your heart, if you don't give God your heart, he gonna send you straight to hell. That's what happens. You're like, I don't want to go to granddaddy. Y'all, they would come in Sunday school with the illegal Xerox copy of the Sunday school lesson. Some of y'all know exactly what I'm talking about, right? They would slam it down on the desk and say, this morning, we're going to talk about joy. How many of y'all got joy? I got it deep down in my heart. It was like, oh, really? Would you notify your face, please? For the life of me, I couldn't understand how all these people in this building say that God had loved them and forgiven them and saved them from hell, but nobody was smiling. But my granddad's praise and worship leader would get up and sound like she had been smoking cigarettes since she was 2. She'd go, good morning, everybody. Come on, we're going to sing. Come on, lift up your hands. And I was a little observant kid. I was like, Mama, is that a man? My mama said, shut up, that is Sister Wallace. I was like, that sounds like Mr. Wallace. She was like, no, you call her sister. I was like, hi, sister, mister. And so y'all like, man, why? If God gave us joy, why Christian people don't have it? They would say, the joy of the Lord is my strength. Well, you must be pretty weak. So I made sure when my wife and I had our 6 kids, teaching our kids about Jesus and who he is would be fun. We get real creative. We have fun with it. Sometimes I make up songs. I make up a lot of songs. I made up one song and teaching them how to love God in everything that they do. It goes like this. The Lord loves you, and you must love him in all that you do. The Lord loves you. Tell me how you love him in all that you do. Well, I love the Lord when I'm riding my bike. I pray all day and not just at night. Oh, the Lord loves you. So some of the neighborhood kids saw us. They're like, oh, we didn't know learning about Jesus can be so much fun. Can we come? We were like, yeah, that's what we do. The neighborhood girls saying like, the Lord loves you, and you must love him with all that you do. This is what they did. The Lord loves you. Tell me how you love him with all that you do. Like, Jesus and the booty hop don't go together, baby. You're not going to be twerking for Jesus up in here. So I love having fun with my kids. And that's why I play Barbie dolls. Playing Barbie dolls with my daughters, I get to shape their view of relationships and see what they see about families. Who's the weird one now? The first time I grabbed the Ken doll, and I wanted to see what they're thinking. So I grabbed Ken, and I said, hey, Barbie, can I come over to your house? My daughter said, you need to go ask my dad. I said, that's right, baby. That's right, you tell him. You tell him. She's like, Dad, it's your turn. I said, I need a minute, okay? Mr. Earls, can I come over to your house and play with your beautiful, intelligent daughter, Barbie? I said, no. Go home to your own house and don't come back till you got your PhD and you've been working on your own job for 15 years. Y'all, that's when I realized they had 20 Barbie doll girls living in one house with one Ken. I was like, this ain't right. And if you have daughters, make a round of applause, make some noise. Okay, so you all will get this because everybody else is going to think I'm sinful about this next part. They had 20 Barbie dolls living in one house with one Ken, and none of the ladies had on clothes. Am I right? Like little girls just take clothes. I'm like, man, what is Ken, a pimp? This is ridiculous. I was like, we need some more husbands around here. So we went husband shopping. It's like, we getting some more husbands. And it's cool. We got this diverse melting pot of families now. One day they came to me and said, Dad, can we play Barbie church? I said, absolutely. Maybe they accept Jesus and put on some clothes. I love Barbie church. Barbie church is my favorite. Right now, I'm the pastor, and I got a series going. It's called How to Walk Straight When Your Legs Won't Bend. The Lord is moving in Barbie church, man. I'm telling you. Man, we're growing. I mean, man, we are exploding. Everybody's coming. The wrestlers, the G.I. Joes, everybody, man. We were praying because we needed a new building. We had to get a new parking lot. So we had to renovate the parking lot. We were praying about a bus. Sesame Street donated their bus. Man, I'm telling you, the Lord is so good, y'all. Did somebody just snort? No, really. Did I hear a snort? I don't want to be, yes, no, don't cover it, because if you cover it, you're going to pass gas, and that's going to be embarrassing. This is a professional event. Don't let your laugh out. Just a snort is a comedian's gift from God. Just want you to know that. There are two great things. Like, so one lady came to me. I did an event down in Texas. I live in Texas, and Texas don't believe in nothing, okay? So we just open all the way. I did an event, 300 people, man, super diverse, all ages, multi-generation. This old lady came to me, elder lady came walking, and she was like, son, come here. I was like, yes, ma'am. She's like, that was so funny. I was like, thanks, ma'am. She said, you had me laughing so hard, tears ran down my legs. Thank you. She peed on herself. That's number one. A snort, number two. So keep it going, please. So there's one rule in my house when it comes to playing Barbies. And 6 kids, we got to have a healthy marriage. So sometimes, I date my wife a lot, but we date in the house sometimes. Because we got 6 kids. We can't afford it. So sometimes we have the in-house date, not just because we want to stay in the house, but we want out to model to our kids what a healthy marriage looks like. And the rule is simple: don't talk to us. That's what the rule is. I don't care what you do. We will purposely have the date in one of our living spaces in the house. And you can run around, but don't talk to us and get in front of the way of the movie. One night, my daughter came to me and said, psst. Dad, I said, go away. She said, Dad, it's an emergency. I don't care. It's 6 of y'all. Figure it out. Google it, something. I know some people say, unless it's bleeding. No, I don't care if it's been amputated. Make a tourniquet. Do something. Don't interrupt my time with my wife. So my wife said, listen. Go see what she wants. You're about to go on tour. Just see what she wants. I'm like, okay. So I go and say, what's up, baby? She said, Dad, I got 5 Barbie girls that need a husband. You interrupted my real date for some fake people who need a husband. I said, okay, baby, give me Ken. He and I'll go pray about it. When the movie's over, we'll come back and pick his wife. She said, no, Dad, right now. I said, that's what's wrong with y'all ladies, always trying to rush us. Until it's time to go to church. That's when y'all take your time. So I got Ken. I said, okay, set him up. Go ahead. I'll be back. I'm going to watch a little bit more of the movie, and I'm going to come back. So I got Ken, and I was like, Ken, you're going to pick a wife in a little while. They're being set up right now. So my daughter sets up. I go back into the room, y'all. I knew y'all wouldn't believe me if I just told y'all about it. So I took out my phone to snap a picture of these ladies who were ready to be chosen. Ken and I walked in the room, and this is what we saw. Y'all, I am all for diversity and everything, but look, I can't pick one of these ladies. Look at them. The black ones need to comb their hair. The white ones look like they're on crystal meth. Like, man, this is rough. I don't know what I'm going to. You, sir, amazing job on the piano. You have any daughters? 2. Great. Did you play Barbies with them? Awesome. So they come to you and say, Dad, your daughter's probably grown now. Granddaughters? Okay. Oh, you spoil them, don't you? Okay. So your granddaughters come play. You play Barbies with your granddaughters? Okay. So they come to you and say, are you Papa? Pop? What are you? Grandpa. Grandpa, can you pick a wife for Ken? Who you got? Put your back up, please. Who you got? Who you got? You're a great piano player. Obviously, you picked the right woman there, but let's see what your grandpa skills are. Who you got? Farthest to the right? Do you see her tress out, brother? Oh, my, this is a Christian event planner's event. Oh, my, she is inappropriately dressed the most. Oh, my. Wow. I chose the one on the left. Her name is Eileen. For their first date, Ken took her to IHOP. Her favorite song at Barbie Church is Leaning on the Everlasting Arms and Standing on the Promises. So, it gets crazy. So my wife and I have written some marriage content. We do comedy marriage retreats and teach on marriage. We've got a workbook and video course we're about to put out. And so my daughter knows that. It's called Marriage DNA. My daughter came to me a few weeks later and said, Dad, Ken and Eileen are having marital problems. Like, what do you know about having marital problems, first of all? She's like, Dad, they need to go through your marriage DNA. Can you sit and talk to them, take them into your office and talk to them? So now I got to do marriage counseling for Ken and Eileen. So I sit them down at my desk. I said, what's wrong? Ken was like, man, Eileen be tripping. Be tripping? Never mind. I'm not explaining this stuff. We still warming y'all. I guess you'll get the jokes tomorrow. And she was like, yeah, I just, I don't like how Ken, he's very hard. Stubborn. He's got this hard exterior. I was like, let me guess, you got one foot out the door, huh? I don't, and some of y'all are tripping. Y'all like, you said this is a Christian event, and you tried to act like you love Jesus now, but you laughing at a one-legged Barbie. Shut up. So listen, so here's what you got to know about me. Like I take my job as a comedian seriously. So I did this one fundraising event. It was a fundraising event for this private school up in Pennsylvania. And I go and I pray about my jokes. I'm praying about my jokes. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do Eileen. So I did Eileen. Now, I know when I'm positioned to do comedy, my job is to help everybody have a good time and help raise money. And I heard their goal. I was like, the goal's too low. Let's set a higher one. And so, y'all, we laugh and have a good time. I did Eileen. Half of the room laughs, and the other half, 1,500 people get quiet. I was like, oh, Lord, what happened? I'm supposed to be a professional. I prayed about the jokes. I'm like, now, man, we messed up this money now. I recovered. We laughed. Afterwards, I was outside in foyer signing autographs. The line was long. And, y'all, I saw a lady like this. When you see somebody in a long line of people waiting, antsy, and it's like a half-hour line of people, you like, something's wrong. So I looked at security, like, hey, man, we good? He was like, yeah. So I'm standing, taking pictures, signing. Y'all, she's 3 people back. I'm like, hey, security, come here right quick. You got some water? Like, I'm timing it. She walks up to me. She said, hey, my daughter's Eileen. And she starts laughing. I'm like, oh, I get it. She said, yeah, my daughter's Eileen, and she was in the Paralympics and gold medaled. I was like, I see what happens. She and her daughter are very popular in this town. Everybody knew she was in there. And when I told the Eileen joke, her daughter, who has one leg, they didn't laugh. And I was like, I'm sorry. I said, did I offend you? She was like, absolutely not. Girls all over the world who have one leg need to know that there's hope. So you keep telling that joke all over the world. And I was like, oh, thank you, but half of your town got to finish. She's like, they're just stupid. Don't worry about it. I was like, thanks. My favorite thing to do with my sons is just talking to them. We take long rides, long walks, and talk. And I asked my son one day, he was 9, I said, son, do you know how to find a wife? He said, yeah, Dad, I'll Google her. I was like, you can't Google a wife, son? Plus, we got filters on the internet. You can't do it. That's when I realized they don't have love songs like we used to have. Remember the day we had just some great love songs? And I will always love you. Oh, somebody can sing. Okay. She got extra. She was like, that was you? Give us a little bit more of it. Oh, now you don't act like we... Ooh, you got some soul in there, too. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Okay, all right. We don't have songs like that anymore. So I decided that we need some new love songs that can speak to the culture using their technology language that grandparents and kids, my parents, and all of us can listen to about a guy looking for his wife. So I wrote a song. I did. It's called I've Been Googling. You can find it on YouTube, and everywhere you stream music, you can find it. Just type in Jason Earls, I've Been Googling. And because we've been in COVID and I haven't been outside in a while doing comedy, I'm going to perform the song for y'all, maybe a little bit of it, as I play the video as well, I think. Where you at, girl? Here we go. Oh, yeah. Here we go. I've been Googling, woo, you all my life. I've been Googling. Check it out. I've been searching for you all over the internet. But I can't find you, girl, 'cause there ain't no app for that. But I'll keep looking, baby, until it's you and me. I'm headed to another place, 'cause the Wi-Fi here ain't free. But I'll keep Googling, Googling, woo! Googling, Googling, come on y'all. I've been Googling, I've been Googling. There were girls who tried to date, but I've always pressed escape. Some women were fond of me, my heart was not responding. I wanna be a chosen, can't find you now, I'm frozen. Or maybe I'm asleep. Press Control, Alt, Delete. Googling, Googling, woo! Googling, Googling. I've been Googling, Googling. I've been Googling. Looking for you is madness. I want to update your status. Girl, I never rest till you confirm my friend requests. Once I found you, girl, I'm gonna sing. What happened? I was buffering. Woo! Googling. So that's my song, y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Comedian Jason Earls will forever be a part of your life now. Some of y'all gonna be on your way back home. I've been Googling, Googling, Googling. Some of y'all gonna start, you're gonna go back home and you're gonna start booking conferences, and every time you close the deal, you make the sale, you're gonna be like, yes! I've been Googling, 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 Googling. I'm telling you, I'm sorry. I do apologize. It's going to be stuck in your head for about a week until somebody says, plays baby shark, do. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've been Googling, Googling. All right. So, I'm used to doing an hour, but I'm just doing a little bit tonight to see if y'all like me enough so I can come back tomorrow. Right now, I'm on the edge. So check this out. I got some cool stuff I gotta do. Let me see. I gotta tell y'all one more family joke, and then I'll So my wife and I, 20 years. And one thing that's important for me is finding like a good church home whenever we moved. And we found one church. You ever went to a church, they put too much value on their entertainment? Like I went to a church, they sold season tickets to the church service. You had to pay for your parking. I walked into church, the ushers greeted us. They said, how many, 2? I was like, yes. Like, is it smoking or non-smoking? I'm a comedian, I want to see what it looked like. I was like, smoking, please. They took us up to the balcony, just as they were firing up praise and worship. This is the air I breathe. This is the air I breathe. Your holy presence living in me. And I'm desperate for you. Now, some of y'all can't enjoy the joke because you're trying to figure out if this is a real cigarette or not. Like, I've been up here talking for 25 minutes and took a lit cigarette out my pocket. And these are the people planning Christian events for the country. Some of y'all are like, it's lit too. Where's my evaluation? You should get one of these and go to your pastor's office. Like, Pastor, I need to talk to you right now. Well, we need to talk to somebody right now. Come on, Pastor. Or break it out during the church service, like when you talk to the usher. Hey, can I get a program? It's a good song right there. I need an envelope. I need an offering envelope. Y'all do too? Y'all take debit cards? I need a... This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. This little light of... I'm sorry, y'all offended. See, his jacket's going to burn. It's like fire. Shut up in my clothes. Shut up. No? Wow, this is not a good night for me. I tell you, I got a lot of good stuff going on. So hey, as you see me throughout the week, let's talk, let's hang out. So I'm not, I just want to be an encouragement to you. So however I can be an encouragement to you, and I do encourage people, especially leaders, through comedy. And so if you want to send me a text laugh to 33777. I love, or just scan the shirt. I love to just say, hey, just send you an encouragement or how I, with the stuff that I'm working on. I'm going to leave y'all with this. I'll talk a little bit more about this tomorrow. One of my favorite things that I've been telling people all over my life is God didn't give everybody everything. He gave everybody something. And you should use your something to make God's name great, to expand his kingdom. Find out what your thing is. And when you find it, it's like riding a bike. At first you might not know how to do it. I didn't know how to do comedy. When I first started doing comedy, I would go to events and half the people would laugh, kind of like tonight. And but I realized life is indeed like riding a bike. And I got 6 kids. I've taught 6 kids how to ride a bike. And you know how I love when they're riding a bike, they're riding it, and then they get on the training wheels and they're leaning, and the poor training wheel on this side is like, help. And I realized, like my son, he couldn't ride a bike because he was so scared of falling. And when I let him go, the Lord just showed me, like, Jason, that's how you are. You teach him how to ride a bike, but you got stuff to do that you need to do, and you need to apply the same bicycle riding principles. If the kingdom, you got to receive the kingdom of God like a child, you need to look at your life and what I called you to do like riding a bike. And I was like, oh! And I started thinking about it. And y'all, I started riding my bikes, and then I decided to write a book. And I wrote a book that came out last week about bicycle riding and your purpose. And so I'm excited about it, and I get to share y'all this trailer about what my book is about. Check it out. Come on. You leaning? All right, go. Go. Oh. It's okay. How many times does the just man fall?
7.
And what happens after he falls?
He gets back up again.
He gets back up again. What about the wicked?
Falls one time and doesn't get back up.
Oh, so what kind of man are you?
A just man.
Just man. So what are you gonna do?
Fall 7 times and get back up.
You're gonna fall 7 times. Well, let's try to just make it 6.
You know why? The other man falls one time?
Why?
Because he doesn't get back up.
That's right. What kind of man is your brother?
Just.
Yep. That's right. Let's get up then, boy.
Let's go already.
Keep pedaling. Keep pedaling, boy. Keep pedaling. Keep pedaling, boy. Keep pedaling. Keep pedaling, boy. You got it, boy. You ride the bike, boy. You get it, boy. Yeah. Lift up your back. You got it. You got it. Woo! So as you came to the conference this week, I pray that God not only helps you in your endeavors to play in conferences, but you also learn how to ride your bike better. My name is Jason Earls. God bless y'all.